It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
I sent you a video earlier today about that AI thing.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to talk about was there was rumor that in the new Indiana Jones movie, quite a bit of it is Harrison Ford, and they like de-aged him to make it work and stuff like that. And there's been talk of what he's going to do with his image and his likeness after he dies, just like James Earl Jones sold the rights to his voice in perpetuity to Disney. So they own his voice so that they can do any character can do Darth Vader's voice, and they don't have to have James Earl Jones or permission. So I'm wondering if somebody like Harrison Ford sells his likeness to Disney, that means we could make Indiana Jones movies for the next 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Just have an actor do it, do the face swap de-aging sort of thing. And then we still get to see Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones for the next 10 years.
But does that kill the magic for you a little bit?
I honestly love it.
Because I
like it.
I'm not a big fan of where AI is going right now. You sent me that video, and if you could describe it for the baddies, the video was a movie scene, and the caption was saying AI can now change any rated R film to a PG rated film by changing the dialogue and like by lip syncing it to new words.
Yeah, not just by changing the dialogue, but like changing the way the mouth moves.
Yeah.
And then that changes it for dubbing as well. So now dubbing works better with the words and stuff like that.
I'll put the video up right here just for context for the listeners.
Stupid tower in the middle of nowhere. And I don't blame you, and now we're stuck on this stupid freaking tower in the middle of freaking nowhere. And it's all my fault.
軽蔑してるよね。仕方ないよ。
Y es todo por mi culpa.
But it's freaky. Is it not freaking you out?
I think stuff like that is the future of like movies, and I think that's something that we need to kind of enjoy. Because wouldn't you like to have seen a movie that is a pickup from where another movie left off from the 80s, and the actors still look the same without it being, even if they're dead? A little bit of a spoilers, but in Mandalorian, when Luke Skywalker shows up, right, it's Mark Hamill's face. It looks like Mark Hamill at that age and that stuff, but they had a different actor doing, the movements and stuff like that. That's better than I would have liked to have seen that more than,
But as long as like we're not using like a lot of AI or a lot of like CGI generated stuff for like too much of the film. Like it's fine if we're trying to bring back.
Well, we have whole movies that are CGI. It doesn't seem to be a big deal.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If it's a whole like an animated film, but like let's say there's something about like if now that Bruce Willis has, I believe, sold his rights for his likeness because of his illness where he can't speak and act anymore.
Literally can't make words.
Like I would not want to watch another Die Hard where 70% of it is this not Bruce Willis that is CGI generated or AI generated. That would be
sure. But what if there's a new Die Hard movie with a different actor that takes place in 94 or whatever?
Yeah.
And in that movie, Detective McLean.
He comes in. Yeah, that's fine. For like a cameo, for like a small thing, so that's fine.
Like in a Last Action Hero sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly like that. Okay, like to certain extents, I will allow it.
What if it's a biopic?
A biopic, then let's get
if it's a movie about Bruce Willis, could the actor? I almost think that's maybe one of the best ways to do it, because then there's no disconnect of being like, well, Austin Butler doesn't look like Elvis. It is just like it is a deep fake of Elvis, and then we got one of the best actors to perfectly like imitate Elvis's mannerisms and stuff.
I would prefer Austin Butler. I would rather see the face of the actor who is portraying the person as opposed to like the actor not getting a lot of the credit because his face is being covered from this CGI generated likeness of the actor that is portraying.
Yeah, but his reactions would still be the same, right? Like when they did Avatar, right? They all have the with all the dots on their face.
Yeah, no, mocap.
There could be like I'm not like I know I'm not going to convince you of it, but I'm just saying I think there could be some pretty convincing ways of doing it. I just think it would be interesting. I would like to see it. I would like to see it be done and tried a couple of different ways.
Sure.
I want to see it done in like a biopic, see if that makes it better. I want to see if they can do this de-aging thing better, because I still have yet to see a movie where the de-aging is believable.
Yeah.
Right?
Because we've seen it in Gemini Man. We've seen it in The Irishman.
Yeah, we saw it in Captain Marvel. We see it quite a bit
And you could kind of tell, it kind of looks bad.
Almost any movie now that has a flashback, right? It's almost a lot of like, and even in
I will allow it if it's just for a small period of time.
And even in the last like 3 years, 4 years, where this de-aging thing has become popular, like it's gotten a lot better even in that short amount of time.
I think just in general, I'm scared of like what the capabilities of AI, because like now it's popping up a bit more ever since everyone was doing that Lensa thing where they'd pay $7 and like AI would generate about 27 artworks of of whoever sent in the picture. I saw on Facebook this about like 10 photos of what looked like just a bunch of like Polaroid shots of people at a party, right? Just smiling at the camera and it looked so real. And then I read the caption of the post and it said, "This is freaking me out. What you're looking at right now seems to be a party full of people posing for the camera. However, none of these people exist."
Yeah.
These are AI generated people. And like I clicked on the photos and I looked at it more closely, and they look like real people except for minor details. Some of them have too many teeth.
What? Ew, no.
A lot of them, it seems like AI is not capturing every detail, right? A lot of them have really long fingers and not the right amount of fingers. And their eyes are just slightly off.
So is that telling you that AI is dumb and can't figure it out perfect? Or is it telling you that AI is so smart that it's telling us that it's still dumb? Because AI itself has already figured out that we'll just turn that motherfucker off if we get too scared.
No, I think it's still figuring it out. But the fact that like if we as dumb humans aren't paying enough close attention to detail, that it could fool us.
Well, it's that uncanny valley sort of thing, right? Where eventually, like, even if we don't know that it's fake, something about it makes it like, right? That's why like dogs don't like scarecrows, because it's like, there's just something about it. It's like it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what it is.
It's something like I forget what the concept is, but like what freaks us out about things that resemble humans, like two dots with a smile in such a way could freak us out, like a scary smile.
The lack of God.
So close to, yes, it's so close to life, but just one thing could be off, and it makes it so, it's just eerie, right? There's this like video. I mean, I'd have to like post the thumbnail of it, but like there's this YouTuber that I watch. His name is Tub, and he describes like he has this video about like this doll that someone made, and like the whole point of the video is describing like, why does this freak us out? And he breaks down why like this almost lifelike thing is just slightly so off that it makes it creepy. I don't know, dude.
It's like some of those sex dolls are so realistic. Those get kind of creepy sometimes too.
Yeah, man. So like, do you think in the trajectory of where we're going that eventually...
The only reason why I'm going to say no is because of people like you and the way we started this conversation.
Yeah.
Right? If you're being like, well, no, that destroys the art of the film, or that destroys the art of the actor's portrayal, right?
Yeah.
Or the art in the paintings that we were talking about also. There's always going to be people who I think are against it for that portion of it. But I think that we should be able to do an experiment with it without it taking away from stuff, because I think it's important that we have these computers and stuff working, and we need to test it to its most nth limit.
Has to be some sort of like trial period. I mean, which they're doing. I'm sure they are doing with making like animatronics and like testing AI and whatnot. Oh, there's this crazy thought experiment, and I didn't listen to the rest of it because it freaked me out. But like, let's say if you were designing, because now with Tesla we're trying to make automated cars, right? Self-driving vehicles.
Okay.
And the way they program it is like, let's say that you are designing the next model, and you are testing a hypothetical situation for that vehicle. It is driving on the freeway, and in front of it is a truck with a log, and the log falls off. And you have three options. How would you engineer like how this self-driving vehicle would react? If you stay in the lane, the log will impale your windshield and impale you and kill you. If you steer to your left, you will hit the driver to your left and you will kill that driver. If you steer to the right, you will kill the driver to your right. And so like someone died. So like how, as a society, if we're trying to build this future of self-driving vehicles, like how the fuck do you engineer that? Like, what do we do?
I think the answer is, instead of worrying about self-driving vehicles, we figure out how to keep logs on trucks. I think if we're so
You're
far,
right. You're
if
right.
we're so far in the future where we're having this like metaphysical thought debate on like the ergonomics of AI driving, and then it's like, but a rock falls off of a mountain and rolls down, picking up speed and bodies as it comes down. You know, it's just like, how about we figure out that part first?
Yeah.
Like it seems like
So if we were like Elon Musk's lawyers, we'd be like, well, Your Honor,
you should be suing the logging company.
the logging company did not
You're
tie the
suing the
logs to
wrong-
the truck
yeah.
tight enough.
You're
Yeah.
suing the wrong people.
Okay. All right. Thought experiment. Fucking debunked.
I'm
yeah.
not trying to be a dick.
We beat it.
I hate to be a dick. You know I do.
But you kind of love it.
But also in that question, it's like it seems like if our thought is so highfalutin and we're this far in the future that AI is, you know, weighing the pros and cons of life and death of others and our own, we should have it figured out how to keep logs on a truck.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Maybe a chain. You know, if the rope snaps, maybe use a chain.
All right, let's slow down. Let's finally welcome the listeners, the Baddies, to our show. So, Baddies, welcome to another episode of ICBTB's Highly Irrelevant. To my left, I have my wonderful 6'2" tall, racially ambiguous, tall glass of water co-host. His name is Alejandro Middleton. How you doing, buddy?
Nice, thank you.
All right, and now my turn. Lay it on me.
This is Christian Baltazar. He is a glass of iced water that's also cold water as well, so it's like really, really cold, but not so cold that it hurts your teeth, but it's like, oh yeah, that's good cold water.
I like that. That does hype me up. Those were nice words, but it was just like not really sexy or anything like that.
Oh, I don't see you as sexy
Oh, you don't?
because I'm not attracted to you.
Okay. Are you sure?
I
We have
love
about 300 episodes
I love
where
when we lay together and when we sleep, but it's not a sexual thing.
it's for survival. It's body warmth.
It's not sexual. It's just for fun.
Oh,
I just like the feeling of
recreational. Oh,
when we do the hot dog. It's just my favorite feeling.
happy February, Baddies.
Happy Black History Month.
Yes, it is a great start of the year. Thank you for rocking with us, and happy early Valentine's Day to all of y'all that are in love. You and Karen have any Valentine's Day plans? No? What?
No, the big holiday in February in my house is Super Bowl.
Oh, I see. Okay, and that's coming up. All right, and that's what you're looking forward to.
Yes.
Melissa and I, we're gonna go to what?
Who's playing in the Super Bowl?
You know, it's just it's the it's why you gotta put me on the spot like that,
The
dude.
Kansas
you know,
City
I don't
Chiefs and the
watch.
Philadelphia
Yeah, the
Eagles.
Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles.
If you're free on Super Bowl Sunday, we might be having a little something. So
I work on Sunday, but if I get out early,
you just never want to hang out with
dude,
me.
you know I work on Sundays. You've invited me, and here's
I just don't understand why you have to be a priest.
sorry, man, I gotta preach, and then after I complete my shift as a priest, I have to go to my loving fiance that I can
And
legally
preach
be
to
with
her.
and preach to her. So and imagine like how uncomfortable. I mean,
But the Super Bowl it's not like I'm inviting you over for week 6 Bills versus Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which would be like a nothing game where I could see you being like, why the fuck am I here? But Super Bowl Sunday, like every commercial is a home run.
Oh, the commercials are great.
The halftime show is always a home run. There's always food and like drinks. So it's like, so I always get a little bit of pushback when like non-football friends are like, well, why would I be there on Super Bowl Sunday? I'm like, because that's actually the one football game.
No, truly, I definitely
Yeah.
would come.
Yeah. Wow,
but
that's
to
what
be
you say.
completely transparent, like I
You
do
have another
have.
Super Bowl party to go to?
That's what it is, man. You're like third on the list. To be transparent, like my fear is that I need to be a better like guys guy, right? I
Yeah.
like especially like when I go to work and like the custodians or like other coworkers are talking about like the game and like I have to learn how to react like how someone would like at a game because I feel like I would not be good. I would react at the wrong time.
Well, and yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't like I don't.
You forget which color you're cheering for. So when the other team scores, you're like, yeah. Oh.
Well, because like I don't care for the Chiefs, I don't care for the Eagles, and so like when I get there, like I wouldn't know who to like really cheer on.
I'm going for the Birds this year. Go Eagles.
Okay. Oh, okay. How do you decide who to choose for if they're two teams that
Well,
you?
I hate Kansas City because they beat the Chargers and they're in the same division.
Oh, you do have like a vendetta out for
and
Kansas
so
City.
I also really like Jalen Hurts, the quarterback on the Eagles. I think he's a really talented athlete.
Have you seen those videos of people just straight up punching their TVs like when their team loses?
Yeah, well, Elvis shot a TV when somebody said bad things about him, so that's always been going on.
And that's true, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, they still have that TV in Graceland.
But also, he was just drugged the fuck up. when he
No,
was doing
those
that.
were prescribed to him, Christian.
Yeah, but still, he was drugged the fuck up. Yeah.
That's not what he would say.
I mean, what he would be like, "This is my medicine.
Well, yeah, my doctor has told me to take it.
I gotta take it to stay alive."
I have to do it. I do also think of anybody who talks in character when they're not on stage, it's Elvis.
Do you think? No, that's not in. That's it. That's just how he talks.
But well, yeah, but you know, people play it up. Like, oh, okay, sweetheart, hey, little baby, you know what I mean? Like I could see him doing that, like shuffling down the hallway by himself. Oh, I gotta make sure I get another sandwich for them.
Well, because he's drugged the fuck up, dude. In his early years, I'm sure he was able to like have a coherent sentence.
Walk down the hallway without saying anything.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's a nice painting. But as it gets older, it's like, oh, that's gotta get another painting made for me. It was on someone bigger lions.
have you noticed that the Filipinos always imitate Elvis?
I think it's broader than just Filipinos. I think it's a Southern Pacific Asian thing.
But it's always Asians, right? It's like
Thai, like, because I've seen a lot of Thai Elvis impersonators. You know, yeah, that is interesting.
very bold to like
Yeah.
impersonate someone that is just like of a different ethnicity completely.
'Cause you don't see a lot of like African American Elvis impersonators.
No, not at all.
Korean Elvis, I've seen Korean Elvis.
I would love. I mean, we've seen Korean Jesus in 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Should we move on to
Ooh, excuse me.
what we're gonna do for today's episode? We
Yeah,
have a little
it's-
special activity.
It's a season of love.
Yes, it's February.
Yeah, we got this game. It's for couples because we are a couple. It's called Let's Get Deep.
Let's get deep. And we went to Target together to like try to find something to do for today's episode.
Because we are a couple.
And easily we went for the couples edition. So
Yeah, it makes sense. There's 3 cards divided into icebreaker, deep, and deeper. Christian, you mentioned in the car right over here you want to keep it all deep.
I say let's do a question from icebreaker, then deep, and then I want to keep it in the deeper section for most of this activity.
It's pretty self-explanatory. Pull from whichever deck you prefer, answer/ask the question as directed.
And I think that's it, dude. I think
That's
they're just
it.
questions.
I think we do need to open these up, though, and see what we got. So we have this game. It's for couples. We're going to give it a shot. Christian and we are going to answer these 100% truthfully.
Yeah.
If we get a question that we don't want to answer, what do we do instead? The other person gets to slap them.
A full slap? That's really scary.
Slapping's really popular right now.
I don't know why.
It's very violent.
It's
would
these
say-
challenges that these kids are coming up with is just
I think slapping's more violent than a punch, honestly.
really? What, more surface area? No, dude. I'll take a slap over a punch any day.
I don't know. I've been punched in the face. I would much rather get punched than slapped. I'd rather just not get in the fight, actually. All right, here we go. Icebreaker. Let's give him a little shuffle duffle. Okay, you go first, pal.
What's the grossest thing you've ever tasted?
Oh, that fucking jelly bean you made me eat the other day.
All right, good luck, Alejandro.
Why are we doing this?
I
take it back.
you got a bad one.
It's pretty funny.
Let's see what you got, bitch.
Do you want me to read them so you don't see what the other ones are?
Wait, read them?
Do you want me to read what they are so you don't see what
Yes,
It
yes.
might-
the others are?
Please.
It might be coffee.
It might be coffee. That's a win.
That was probably stink bug.
I think you got
Yeah, it was stink bug.
And we don't even have anything to like chase it down with.
Karen, go get us some seltzers, please.
Why did it get worse?
I swallowed it.
That's really the grossest thing you've ever had?
Bug Jelly Belly. Yes, was one of the nastiest things I've ever put in my mouth. And
All right, easy peasy. Ask me one.
where's the most unusual place you've fallen asleep?
Probably behind a couch at my cousin's house.
That was easy.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Icebreakers aren't hard.
All right, let's do a few more of these. These are pretty fast.
Yeah, these are good, quick ones.
Apology letter or love note? This doesn't seem like an icebreaker. This seems like a...
What would I rather accept or write?
I don't know. There's no context with that. What would you rather write? Yeah.
I would rather write a love letter.
Yeah.
I would accept an apology letter
Yeah.
from
Okay.
everybody out there.
That has offended
owe
you?
me an apology. Christian, describe your ideal breakfast. That's fun. These are fun icebreakers, actually. Describe your ideal breakfast.
Fried rice, sunny side up eggs, 2 of them, 3 slabs of bacon, and some sort of Filipino protein like tocino or longanisa or I don't know. I'll take steak and eggs too.
Ooh, I like a good steak and eggs. I also like a good like country fried steak and eggs.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds heavy though. You'll knock out right after.
Always. Well, and my ideal breakfast is biscuits and gravy.
Oh.
2 sunny side up eggs, 3 slices of bacon, 3 sausage links, hash browns, white toast, butter, strawberry jelly, and a milkshake to wash it down.
And that's just for you? And that's a milkshake for breakfast?
Well, it sounds like I'm at a diner already. So
yeah, that's making me breathe hard right now. I gained calories from hearing that.
That's the failed Johnny Cash song.
Breathe hard. All right, let's move on to deep because these icebreakers are pretty easy peasy. All right, good sir.
Move your deepness up here so I can grab one too. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Christian.
Hi.
Are you religious or spiritual?
Spiritual. That's easy. That was like easier than the icebreakers. I mean, it's just tough because like religion is so rigid, but like it's okay to be.
And also, are you just supposed to be asking? Like, if we've been dating for years and we play this game, it's like I'm just now asking you.
It's possible. I think it's there's no rules to this. You could just move on, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What's something you appreciate about your life right now that you may not have 10 years from now? That you may not have 10 years from now. Ooh, that's pretty.
My looks.
Your looks?
No, I don't know. This podcast?
Ah, that's a good answer.
Yeah, that was honestly
really
that's my real answer. Yeah,
that's really good. That's really good. That's a good question. All right,
deep me, buddy. Deep, get me nice and deep.
Here you go.
What was your favorite meal growing up? Why?
Anything that my grandma made. So there's like, my grandma used to make me like top ramen. I know it sounds so... Well, she would do it special.
Yeah, she'd heat up the water and then she'd pour it in, let it sit for 2 minutes.
No, here. And it's actually like, in retrospect, disgusting. But like at the time, it seemed very normal. So she would make me top ramen and she would put milk in it. And then she would also put
my face just.
And she would put a scoop of rice in the top ramen.
Wow, the milk is vile, but continue.
And cut up Vienna sausages.
I mean, I don't like Vienna sausages. They're in a weird soupy mess.
Wait,
I'd rather just have normal hot dogs.
they were cooked and then thrown in there.
Of course. Oh yeah.
Oh, you just don't like Vienna sausages, period.
Yeah.
Wait, can I use the restroom real quick? I have to blow my nose.
Yeah, go ahead. Blow your nose. Blow your nose on air next time.
Oh, so on top of just that, the top ramen with the milk and the Vienna sausages, she also made, and it was so random for a Filipino family, she made beignets. Which is a random thing.
Like Cafe Du Monde?
Yeah, dude, exactly like that.
With the packaging?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was so good. And to have that kind of delicacy at that young of an age and be robbed of it when she passed away.
Well, boy, have I got a surprise for you. You can get Cafe Du Monde beignets.
It's possible.
Very easily.
But it's not the same when my grandma's not making them.
It might be.
It might be exactly the same.
She might have been just following the instructions on the back. It's not like her off the rails top ramen recipe.
I
don't know, but maybe she's putting top ramen broth in the beignets.
No, I know that
Since
for
she
a fact.
puts milk in the top ramen.
She would never defile that.
I'm not trying to defile your grandmother here.
No. Please,
just saying.
Keep her name out of your mouth.
Jada?
Rosario.
I'm sorry?
Rosario is her name.
That's a beautiful name. Would you rather win the lottery or have 10 years longer of life?
The latter.
I'd rather win the lottery because it's not like they're giving me 10 years. I don't get to be 18 for 10 years. I don't get to be 21 for 10 years.
Well, it's true.
They're tacking on 10 years at the end when I'm sick and dying.
I would like to make the decision if I were to be.
Where do I get the 10 years?
Yeah, like where.
They never give you that option.
Like, what is if it's revealed to me like how long I'm gonna live, and then if I could say, okay, at 77, I'm down for 87.
This is why I don't care to be healthy. Because they're always like, oh, you'll live longer. You'll live 5 years longer. But it's like, yeah, but it's 5 years at the end.
That's true. Like when you're unhealthy.
Yeah,
and dying.
if I quit cigarettes tomorrow and they're giving me 5 more years at 22, I'd do it.
What if like at your like, let's say that you were supposed to die at the age of 88, and then once you hit your 88th birthday, you just you go backwards 5 years.
Is that what they're offering?
I have no clue.
I go back 5 years, so I'm 83. So it still sucks.
Yeah, I'd rather be 29 for 5 more years.
That's what I'm saying. Give me the lottery.
You're right. Okay.
Give me the lottery.
All right. Let me ask you one more deep, and then we'll move on to deeper. Name a healthy activity you wish you did more often. That's non-existent.
Well, I wish I did more stretching.
Oh, you could still stretch.
I do. Me and Karen try and stretch, at night and stuff before we go to bed. But I wish I did more of it because, like, it is in fact, me and Otis talked about this yesterday. Very underrated, like, thing to do.
How do you
daily.
stretch? What do you do?
Just like any kind of like back opening up of the breathing and the helps with posture and.
Do you find that it helps you?
I do, because sometimes I'll find like I get aches and pains, like weird like muscle tightness, like just from like sitting and stuff, and you only get those from just like not
moving.
Yeah,
not doing
and even
anything.
if you're working out and doing a bunch of stuff, stretching still feels good.
Okay, maybe I should stretch more because I never stretch.
You should. Yeah, you'll notice a difference. Like, do like a 5 minute, like tonight or whenever, before you go to bed next. I don't know when the next time you'll sleep is. 2 days from now. I don't know what you're gonna do, but do like one of those 5 minute stretches on YouTube or whatever. And like they're usually sometimes like I'll come out feeling it's just like, dude, it just feels nice, blood flow.
I should
Get the
do it
breathing
more
in.
because I'll just work out really hard, then I'll just go about my day, and
That's
then I'll just
definitely not
feel
good.
it the next day.
Yeah.
And like I know that's because I'm not stretching, but I still won't do anything about it.
I mean, at the least, that would be enough motivation for me to want to stretch. Is like from the working out.
Yeah,
Right.
Maybe stretching every single day will give you 10 more years of life.
Now I'm not going to do it. Now I don't. Now I refuse.
Okay. Let's move on to deeper.
All right. I'm going to go from the middle of the. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go from the middle to deeper.
Time for the big bucks. Let's do this.
Here we go.
I'll just get.
Let's see. I mean,
What?
I'm actually surprised at like how far of a jump it went from icebreaker to deep.
Yeah, it went really, really far. So let's see how big this is.
Okay. Plan a date night and set the date.
This really is couples edition. Wait.
So you have to take me on a date though. It's on film.
Okay. Oh, are we actually calling it a date?
Yeah, and we'll film it and we'll show the baddies our date.
I'll take you to a dive bar. We'll get some chicken wings and some jalapeno poppers.
You know me,
This sounds pretty good.
and you know I would love that
We'll
date.
just go home and we'll watch a gangster film and we'll have a bong rip and we'll call it a night.
That's my perfect date.
What's up, motherfucker?
That is my
I know
perfect
you.
date.
Hell yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
And I
man.
also love that you're like, and we can have a bong rip at the end of it. And be like, oh, good. So I'm not gonna be worried the whole time. Being like,
Yeah.
are we gonna get to do it? It's like, no, Alex, we're saving it for the end. It's the
yeah,
final.
we're saving. Yeah, we're gonna be able to
And
like.
here's a cookie. It's like, ah,
Yep, exactly that. Okay,
take
here.
me.
Have you? This one's stupid because duh, we know. Have you ever done drugs? Which ones? You don't have
No.
to say it.
I've never done drugs.
Yeah, I know you pigs are listening.
Done ibuprofen once only.
I just OD on NyQuil daily.
You OD daily,
I OD daily on that fucking shit.
Christian.
Hi.
What is a moment you get nostalgic about?
When I smell certain smells, it brings me
Oh,
back.
I got one for you.
No. There's a cologne that I still have at my parents' house that whenever I smell it, it brings me back to the 10th grade and makes me think about who I had a crush on in the 10th grade.
Sure. I know that Victoria's Secret's cheap like body mist spray. That reminds me of my high school girlfriend, just because that's what every girl in high school had.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
When I used to work at Cheesecake Factory, one time a girl walked by with it, and I was like, what?
And it just bring you right back because the sense of smell is like what's the most closely related to whatever in your brain
Memories.
is like. Yeah, for memories. So
Memories.
as opposed to seeing like a drawing that your ex drew you, or like as opposed to hearing a song that you were playing
That
all
your
the
ex
time.
drew you.
Playing a song that your ex drew you, or any of that.
Smell. That's a good point. I know, like my dad's musk has been his musk my whole entire life.
Interesting.
I could smell it a mile away.
He's a certain smell to him. Wow. Okay. What's another nostalgic thing? No, I mean, like, basically that's it. I mean, nothing really
Do
specific.
you ever get nostalgic about like places? Oh, I get really nostalgic about places and be like, oh, I was here years ago with my family or
Tahoe.
with so and so or with people.
South Lake Tahoe, whenever I go into the Harvey's arcade, makes me think about like my summer trips with my family.
Harvey's does have a cool arcade. That's the one that's underneath the casino, right?
Yeah.
The Harvey's one.
And it's like not really that updated, so there's a bunch of old games
is
in there
hella
still.
old.
So that has a lot of nostalgia for me.
Pick a card, any card.
All right. If you could have a video of any moment in your life, which would you pick? Why?
That moment right there.
I would throw that. I would burn that in the trash. I mean, there's already a
I
video
would
of
burn
it.
that on the trash. No, I mean, if I could have one, I mean, we grew up in a time. I mean, most of our formative years, we've had a phone and a camera in our pocket since sophomore year of high school. Before then, we've had a good phone. We've
For
had
the
like
past decade, let's say, right?
So it's there's not a lot of big moments in my life that weren't on film.
like something like being a kid that your parents didn't happen to catch on camcorder or anything.
Well, I mean,
like that.
nothing. My parents didn't get shit on camcorder.
They didn't record you as a kid at all,
No,
doing anything,
no, they fucking recorded every second of Matt's childhood.
and they just ran out of film afterwards.
The camera broke.
they stepped on it when you were born.
Don't know what they did to it, those bastards. I don't know. Maybe the moment that me, you, and Austin high fived and the whole world like stopped for a second. That was a fun moment in life.
3 people high fiving. No,
Oh, that's the
Does
part.
not create
That's the part you don't believe. Not the part where the world stopped.
well, I had to like dissect it from the beginning. First of all, 3 people can't high five
I don't know.
simultaneously.
What moment would you want filmed?
I think
It can't be like doing this podcast because a lot of this podcast is filmed.
moments with just like playing with me and my brother, playing with me and my cousins, like stuff as a kid that I like to look back on so that I could be like, oh, those were like simpler times. Because like it's so easy to stress out about right now that I think it would be a very constructive activity to be able to like pop into the VHS like a little home video of how we were as kids to like kind of remember of like how things used to be, who we used to be, so that we don't beat ourselves up as much right now because we are still those kids. So at our very core.
Well, record your kids, bro.
Yeah, I will.
Well, this is a long one. What important decision in your professional life have you based largely on intuitive feelings? What about your personal life?
Repeat that one more time.
What important decision in your professional life have you based largely on intuitive feelings? What about your personal life?
There was a moment right before I auditioned for Six Flags Discovery Kingdom that I wasn't going to do it because I was A, lazy to audition, B, didn't believe in myself into thinking I would get the job, and C, I wasn't sure if my ex-girlfriend at the time was still working at Six Flags.
She was. Spoiler alert.
And spoiler alert, I mean, if you knew who
And then
I
you had
was
to
in
do a duet with her.
2012, then you had to do it. Yeah, I wonder who it was. Yeah, and so...
So 2 out of 3 ain't bad for your intuitiveness.
Yeah, I trusted my gut, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I should do it. It's an opportunity. I love to sing. I love to perform. I'll do it.
And the truth is, right, like that was kind of a joke, but 2 out of 3 ended up, working in your favor.
Yeah.
But it all worked out in your favor at the end of
Well,
it.
this is how it really worked out, is that without me getting that
Smothered
job,
her face in shit.
without me getting that job, I would never have met Melissa. Because she was a
Melissa.
dancer there.
That's right.
And, my life could have been completely different if I decided to audition
Yeah.
the following season.
And imagine if you'd never gone up to that cage she was dancing in and handed her that $5 bill and was like, let me see you at the bar later.
Where do you think I fucking worked after that?
Whiskey Go-Go? I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
That was good. That's
All
good,
right.
buddy. Hey, good intuitiveness.
I'm glad it worked out. Here. What's something you do regularly to nurture positive feelings within the relationship?
I learned to listen to you more and to not react. You know what I mean? Like I try to listen and react with a genuine feeling instead of a quick feeling.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. That's
Yeah.
really nice. Say it. Say it.
How have we changed sexually with each other throughout our relationship?
Well, I mean, when I told you to stop doing that butt thing, you stopped doing that butt thing. And I
Only
said,
because you said if I do it again, you're calling the cops.
yeah, and that no one would believe you.
That's what I said to you. No one will believe you. Okay, well, that one doesn't count because clearly we've never had sex.
What event from your childhood most shaped you, who you are today?
9/11.
Really? I mean, I don't
I've
want
never
to.
changed.
I don't want to make fun
It
of.
changed my life.
That's good.
Riding
I
on
mean,
an airplane was never fun again.
wait, I can't.
Riding on an airplane was a lot more fun pre 9/11. I don't
Yeah.
think it has anything to do with that. I think it has to do with cutbacks in the airlines. Anyways, a moment in my life that really changed as a child, I guess. I don't know. The first time I listened to Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up CD,
Whoa.
the last one that he did, I'm telling you for the last time. I remember that, listening to that. And right around that same time, I listened to Steve Martin's Wild and Crazy Guy. And I think that was one of the first times where I was like, oh, like being funny is something that I want to try and be.
Why, prior to listening to those, did you not see yourself as a funny person, or did
I
it
don't think I
really-
knew like it was a thing that people could intentionally be funny,
Whoa.
right? I mean,
Like you didn't care about molding a sense of humor or anything like that until you heard these comedians.
I mean, as a kid, I didn't think about it. It wasn't something like I just didn't. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Those are just the first ones in my head that stuck out. Where like I would listen to it over and over and over again and over again, and like have it memorized. And shit.
Okay. Let's do one more round of this, and
And then we'll go back to icebreakers. Just it's like, you know, I like to do foreplay at the end of the night too.
yeah.
A lot of people don't think that that's fun, but it's like it's part of the cleanup.
That. How's it part of the cleanup? Ew, dude. Who needs a wet rag when you got this mouth?
I love that it took you.
It took me a while. I was just like, what?
What is the best compliment you have ever received about your physical appearance?
From you or just in general?
It doesn't say from me. It just
Oh, just in general. I always get stuff about my jawline, about these tiggle bitties.
was it when you first got skinny and people hugged you and they're like, I can fit my arms around you.
That's what my ex-girlfriend said. She was the first person to ever say that to me.
But multiple people said that to you.
Yeah, no, because people don't really just say that. Because
Not a lot of people hugged you when you were fat.
no, a lot of people more people hugged me when I was fat. But
You've lost your hugging abilities.
I mean, it's just not something that pops up in someone's mind to be like, I could finally fit my arms around you, because that's like,
I think of it. I say it.
I mean, you can, but like,
I did make that would be a great joke to say if somebody that you know has a breast reduction.
oh my God, I can finally
my
put my arms
God.
around you. Or just say, I miss them.
No.
Why'd you do that?
Those are both great jokes.
Here, let me read this one to you. Oh, wow. How am I different from other people you've been with sexually?
Well, you don't look like any of them. I'll tell you that right off the top.
Yeah.
You look way different.
My hair's a little shorter. I probably have the same cup size.
I know a lot of people think I have a type,
Yeah.
but you break that mold, baby.
I'm definitely, I'm not white.
No, that's the main one.
I'm not blonde or brunette.
It's actually not the main one. That I didn't know how that would sound.
And I have a penis, so that's a
Well, that's not actually, some of them all.
it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that was fun, dude.
That was good stuff. Hey, guys, let's get deep.
Let's get deep. Yeah, we just got that thing at Target.
It should be called Let's Get Deeper.
Yeah, they should call it
I
that.
like because they say Let's Get Deep. They're only talking about level 2.
Have you started watching that Korean show on Netflix, which is basically like Squid Game but for athletes, and it's a reality show? It's called Physical 100.
No.
Crazy, dude. I mean, you have to be like just like 100 fit Korean people, and the first game is to like hang on to this pole for as long as you can,
And
like,
the winner, gets to
300
leave North Korea?
no, this is all shot.
It's a North Korean show.
It is.
It sounds almost vaguely dystopian.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like, I always try to tell people that Chopped is by far the most dystopian show we have.
Isn't
on
Chopped about
TV.
like a kitchen?
It's a cooking challenge, but they interview the people and they're always like, what are you going to do with your $10,000? And then they're always like, my mom's having heart surgery and this is the only way we can pay for it. And then they get eliminated because it's like, your gravy was too chunky. And it's like,
And then their mom dies.
dies. I mean, that's what we're left to assume. I don't know if the producers take into account how sad some of these people's stories are.
Well, I think the producers want a story. That's why.
Yeah, but isn't that the wrong... It comes
Also,
off as...
I hear that they ask them in behind the scenes. So just like, hey, like I know your mom
Doesn't your
just
mom
has a
have-
fever.
Doesn't your mom have cancer? Because
No, they won't say
because
that.
the truth is,
That's a fucked up way to bring it up.
Hey, I heard your mom's got kids.
So lupus, tell us about it.
MS, Martin Scorsese or muscle dystrophy.
Or how about leprosy?
Hey, you know who my favorite Yankee player is? Lou Gehrig.
Who?
Lou Gehrig.
Who's Lou? Who is that?
He's the guy who they named Lou Gehrig's disease after him.
No. Oh, what was
ALS.
his disease? Oh,
ALS.
that we all do the ice bucket challenge for.
Yeah.
Damn. Dude.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think they ask people to just like tweak it.
They definitely do for sure. Mm-hmm. But they don't like it. Shouldn't it always be like, what are you going to do with this $10,000? It's gonna be like, well, I want to redo my bakery because I'm a baker and I'm on a cooking show, right? That's what the answer should be. Or I want to take my wife to the honeymoon I never got to take her on. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to be like, oh well, I'm O negative blood, and it's very difficult for me to get blood for surgeries, and I'm on dialysis, so I need this $10,000 to pay for just the next 3 months of my dialysis, and then I'll be back again trying to win another $10,000.
And the producers are just like, well,
Good. Tell us more about the dialysis.
that's great, but your gravy does suck.
Yeah, really though.
It's really watery.
Oh, I'm sorry. This chicken's undercooked. There's a little bit too much salt in the soup. Goodbye.
It is like really. You're right. It is really sad. I don't.
It's all shows. Wipeout. Like, it doesn't matter how dumb it is. It's always like, I'm doing this because my wife is dying and I need to make some money. And it's like, good. How much pie can you eat?
This is why I like watching like very surface level reality shows. Like Too Hot to Handle is just. It's like I don't care if any of them lose.
I recently walked in on my girlfriend watching The Circle.
Why do you say walked in on her? Like she's doing something bad.
And like, I hate that kind of like cheap popcorny reality show, right? Because it's just so. I just hate it.
Okay.
I just hate it.
And so what did you say? What did you say when you walked in?
So I
on
ended
her
up sitting and watching a couple episodes with her.
So-
but I know you like The Circle.
Yeah, I mean not every season. I've watched like maybe 2 seasons.
But you like
that's it.
that show.
It's better of the other reality shows.
You want to do an improv scene?
Let's do an improv scene, my friend.
Okay, let's do an improv scene. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, highly irrelevant.
Number seven, come on up.
Hi, that's me. That's the
Yeah,
pastrami.
what can I get you?
Pastrami melt.
What kind of bread?
Brioche.
You want it toasted?
I would love it toasted.
All right, give me 10 minutes.
Are you gonna start making it?
Yeah,
Or
it's
you're
in the
just
oven.
standing there? I didn't even see you put it in the oven.
Fucking guy.
I could hear you.
What?
I could hear you. I know there's glass in between us, but I heard you're berating me right now. I'm here with my wife and kids, and we just want to.
You ain't gonna order nothing for them?
No, I was going to, but you said you told me to wait 10 minutes.
Well, for your first sandwich.
Yeah, my first sandwich was the pastrami
okay.
melt. That was quicker than 10 minutes.
What
Can
kind
I order?
of what do you want? What kind of accoutrement do you want on your sandwich?
What did you call me?
Accoutrement.
What did you call me?
I said, what kind of can we get some? Do you need a translator? You need a translator out here, bro?
No, you could tell me what it is
All
right
right,
now.
next. You don't get your sandwich. Next.
What do you
next
do with
person,
that
number
sandwich?
8.
Okay.
It's going in the trash. Number 8.
Hi.
Hi, hey buddy, welcome. What you want? What do you want?
I'll get a pastrami melt
How do you want it?
on a brioche.
Toasted?
Toasted,
Cool.
please.
Wait 10 minutes. Scooch on over a little bit.
Wait, what?
Number 9.
Hello.
What you want?
I would love a pastrami melt.
Dude, everyone's ordering fucking pastrami. Well, okay, how do you want it?
I would love it on brioche.
You want it toasted?
I would love it toasted.
All right, scoot over 10 more minutes.
Cut back to the waiting area where there's like 3 or 4 people who are all waiting on pastrami melts. Hey man, like, did you notice that guy's super fucking rude? And I don't know, he just told us to wait. I've been here 15 minutes. He said 10 minutes and we should get our pastrami. And I see our pastrami melts. He's just toasting them. He takes them out and he tells us to fuck off.
Well, here at Fuck Offs, that's how they do it.
Oh my God, do you work here?
No, I love coming here though.
Why?
That's my favorite. They make my favorite sandwich. The
Pastrami melt.
the pastrami melt. Takes forever, but it's so good.
When you finally get it, is it really cold?
No. It's usually hot, but I call ahead.
Yeah, I mean, why do they call it fuck offs though? I mean, like it's
like one of those restaurants that treats you bad.
oh, it's like
You kind of
when
gotta be in on the joke,
it's like when you go to the tiki bar down the street and you ask for a tornado.
and they slap you in the face.
Yeah, they
Number
make
7, your order's up.
Okay,
Cut back to the counter. Number 7, your order's up.
Hey, that's
Number
me.
7, here, fuckface. Here you go.
Oh God, can I order for my wife and kids now?
No, you're lucky I even made that. Next, number 8.
Okay,
number 8.
I mean, okay, hello.
Here's your sandwich, fuckface.
Oh
Get
my
out
God,
of
oh
here.
wait, this is my face.
Number 9. Number 9.
Hi, I'm right here.
Here's your sandwich, pal.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
Thank you. Come back to the common area. Hey, that guy was polite to me, and I think it's because I was black.
No, he's polite to the people he spits in their sandwich.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Get back to the counter.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, fuck it. They didn't even fucking...
Hey, can I help you, sir?
I'm just a homeless guy talking to myself. Oh, man. I could have a pastrami melt.
No.
Hey,
you
oh.
come in every day asking for pastrami milk. You never pay, and you don't tell me until after I make it that you have no money.
I told you I'm homeless.
No.
I'll put it on my line of credit.
Okay, how do you want it made then?
Pastrami melt.
Brioche? Toasted?
Toasted.
I thought so. Stand over there.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Go back to the waiting area. Hey, man, like, I don't know what's going on. This finally made me a sandwich.
Can I help you with something? Sir, my wife and kids are trying to eat here, and you're just like grumbling over there.
Yeah, I'm a psychology major.
You're the manager?
Psychology manager.
You call me the manager.
I'm a psychology major.
You're a psychology major. Sir, please put my daughter down and just take a step back.
How much? How much for your daughter?
I'm sorry. Is anybody else seeing this? I'm also the first guy.
I can put on my line of credit.
Cut back to the counter. Sir, your sandwich is ready.
Hey.
It's $14.52.
I pay you back next time. Put them
God damn it.
and scene.
You do a really good drunk guy.
Do I?
Drunk homeless guy. You sound like the drunk homeless guy from season 1 of Rick and Morty, the one that they go inside.
Oh, they do go inside a drunk man.
Yeah, the drunk homeless man.
I just sound like a drunk Rick, right?
Yeah. Well, he's a prisoner now. Justin Roiland's going to jail.
Wait, what? He went to jail?
He's going to prison.
Why? For what?
He's just a drunk who maybe beat a woman and kept her in his house and didn't let her leave.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah, that's why Adult Swim cut him out of Rick and Morty.
I saw that. I thought they were just having disagreements.
Hulu's not going to work with him for Solar Opposites anymore. And
What?
no, he's going to get a felony charge of it's like kidnapped now. They've bumped it up to that.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
This is true, or is it? Are these allegations? Are they true?
Well, they're allegations, but once it got to court, they bumped it up to some serious felony charges that he's looking at.
Dude, that sucks. Like, so his Rick and Morty, watching an episode of Rick and Morty is like listening to an R. Kelly song.
I mean, well, I guess I don't know. They say they're going to keep the show going.
So who's going to be running it? If not
Dan Harmon.
Justin Roiland is all of the voices, though.
You can get other people to do voices.
But those are very specific voices.
They're very talented voice actors.
All right. Well, I'm waiting.
I'm just worried that Dan Harmon's going to make it all weird now. It's going to be all his comedy.
I think so, too.
Which has gotten weirder as time is going on.
Yeah. Started off with Community, then went to Rick and Morty, and now he's not even
He's
part
had
of
a lot
Solar
in
Opposites,
between.
right?
No.
Yeah, so that
No, but
kind of
remember
sucks.
Justin Roiland's little clip for the Hilarity for Charity?
Oh, yeah. Hella weird. It's about like two brothers doing butt stuff or something, right?
Suddenly it all makes sense.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like
All
when
right.
you go back and watch old Bill Cosby bits and it's all about him drugging people's drinks.
I'm not happy with
And you're like, how did nobody think
Why
about
can't
this?
people just be normal? Just stop being weird.
Well, not only that, but how can you be so weird and then just like wag it on our face for so many years?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like Louis C.K. doing all these like jacking off jokes, and then turns out he was just jacking off, but he made a comeback. No pun intended.
At least he had the devil and angel on his shoulders, and the devil would be like, "Show that woman your dick."
She's like, I don't want to.
Angel was like, "But ask permission first."
At least he was polite about. No. I'm not gonna defend this at all. Don't ever do that.
But that is what happened, right? It really is like
He said-
He just listened to both of them. The devil's like, "Yeah, take your dick out, take your fucking cock
But
out."
ask them first.
But ask them first.
I don't like that. I don't like it
The
at all.
problem was it didn't matter what the answer was.
But I'm glad that he's back and that he
I
made
do
up
like-
for his stuff.
I do like that he's like now he's like old man Louis C.K. You know, where like George Carlin was for us as kids growing up. It's like that's like the old withered wise comedian.
Oh, yeah,
I think
now-
that's the character Louis C.K. is falling into now.
Whenever
As,
he
like,
pops up in podcasts, those numbers go up because he
Louis C.K. Mexican.
is he.
Yeah,
Oh, you can't really tell because he's kind of redheaded and he's kind of just like.
there's redhead Mexicans, bro.
I mean, Tom Segura is like Spanish, right?
Yeah,
You
well,
can't
the
really
last
tell
name like
either.
Seguada.
Yeah, Seguada.
Seguada. I guess you could do that with any name.
I guess so.
Smith.
Will Smith. Will Smith is Latino.
Will Smith.
Okay, let's wrap this up, dude.
Okay, buddy.
That was fun.
Do we want to finish with one deeper card?
Let's finish with one more deeper.
Finish with one deeper card. I'm gonna give you this one, and I'm gonna take this one. Okay, we read them at the same time.
No. Let's go one at a time. That's chaos.
What's one thing you're saving up for?
My mortgage. I gotta pay for this house.
Saving up for your mortgage?
No, just future trips and whatnot. Oh, saving up for mine and Melissa's
Wedding,
whatever that's gonna be. It might be a very small one. So listeners, if you're not invited, like I shouldn't be
We'll
sorry.
have a live stream.
Oh, we should actually live stream my
Live stream
wedding.
the wedding.
Okay, which movie scene always turns you on? That's a good one.
Well, okay. First, I'm going to answer with, I'll tell you what always turns me off. All of the sex in Shameless.
Of course.
I hate it. It's the most...
Uncomfortable?
Yes, I hate all
Well,
of their
no.
sex. It's
Some
not
of it is
realistic.
good.
I don't like any of it.
No, like, cause like M. Thompson, what's her name? Emmy Rossum?
Yeah, okay.
Emmy Rossum, she looks like she's enjoying it.
They all look
And it's
like they're
very
really
consensual.
into it.
Yeah.
It's all, but I don't like it.
That's okay. It's not as bad as like Euphoria sex.
I kind of like it.
What? No, the director
No, I don't like-
specifically said that they made all the nudity in that show uncomfortable because these are uncomfortable situations.
Hey, bro. For Euphoria, they made some of that nudity pretty comfortable for people.
I
They
mean,
made a little bit of that
I don't know.
nudity.
They're not
pretty
trying to
comfortable.
glorify
They made a
it.
little bit of that nudity.
I don't know.
Okay, scene that turns me on always turns me on.
I love The Girl Next Door when
That really makes me uncomfortable.
I guess so, but like what is her name?
Oh, I know what it is, and it's not even that sexual.
What?
Do you remember the scene in Zorro when Catherine Zeta-Jones and Antonio Banderas have the sword fight in the stable and he cuts all of her dress off?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, and it's not a lot. But
No.
it's just like it's
You see
insinuating.
nothing, and it's just like, oh, it's a PG-13 tease where you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
PG-13 tease scenes are the best.
PG-13 movies are dirtier than R-rated movies, always.
Yeah, except for Phoebe Cates in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's one that will forever be
That's the one
embedded
when
in
he
anyone's
pours the titties out?
when she comes out of the swimming pool, you know. And I think ever since the 80s, she has created one of the sexiest scenes of all time and has become a sex symbol ever since.
Now I'm just thinking of like sex scenes in movies.
It's a weird card, but like
The shower scene in 365.
that's just that entire movie disgusted me. Did not even turn me on.
365. There's a couple scenes that got me going on 365.
Well, all the ones where it shows the shaft of his penis, because there was just a lot of
I would freeze it on.
there's a lot of almost penis scenes in that movie.
It was almost penis, mostly shaft.
I don't know. That shit was disgusting. to me.
Almost penis, mostly shaft is the Shaft reboot.
I don't know, and no one should click on that if they're a Shaft fan. All right, let's get out of here, baddies.
Birdies.
You can follow the podcast at ICBTB Podcast.
Follow Christian at Christian Has Asthma.
Follow Alejandro at call_me_Jesus.
And follow your heart.
Yeah, and check out our merch. I think we have a few shirts left over. Check them out at ICBTB.com. Shout out to Let's Get Deep, made by What Do You Meme? It's a pretty fun game
What
that
do you
you
mean?
can play with everything. What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? It should
What
be
do
sung.
you mean? You want them to make a song?
No, that Justin Bieber song.
I know. You want them
Oh.
to make it for the game?
I think they should.
All right, you heard that.
You guys heard it first, Justin Bieber.
All right. Catch you later, and happy February. Bye.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.